The Elon women's basketball team completed the season with a 12-19 record and a 6-14 record in conference play. A few of the highlights of the season are the Phoenix defeating Sanford 60-59 on the road, a season sweep of Furman, and the victory over Chattanooga, which was Elon's first ever win against the 10-time Southern Conference champions. Freshman Allie Ford was honored with SoCon Freshman of the Year and was also the only underclassman named to the coach's All-Southern Conference team.
We had a lot of different team goals. We were excited about what we accomplished last year. And so going into this year, we just wanted to do better. So we were up top in the conference in scoring, block shots, steals, and rebounds. So I felt like we were getting better defensively as a team and started to really execute our system better. Well, our seniors really stepped up this year, and they went out with a bang as far as, beating some big-time teams like Chattanooga, who's the 10-time champions. We've never beat them before at our place, and our fans go nuts. And that was a big milestone in the program, and I think that was a special moment for us, and it showed us that we can compete with anybody in the conference.
Beating Chattanooga, we had never beat them since I've been here, so that was a huge win for us. It was just a great moment for not only the seniors, me and Urs, but also for everybody. I would say I just think with that win, we knew that we could compete with anybody in our conference, and it showed. We beat two other top teams, Davidson and Sanford. I mean, our record might not have shown for all of that, but we definitely had some big wins against some big teams this year, and it just showed that we were capable of competing with anyone.
We just wanted to play hard, and we wanted to really go out there and show everybody that we compete with anybody. And I think that we had 4 road victories in a row down the stretch in February, and when you're playing your best in February, that's a good sign. And one of those road wins was against Sanford, who ended up second in the conference, and we won by 1 point. And I just felt like we accomplished a lot as a group, as a team, and I felt like they started to gain confidence down the stretch. And I think it's big for this program when you're rebuilding.
Heading into the tournament, the 10th-seeded Elon Phoenix pulled an upset in the first round of the Southern Conference Tournament for the second straight year, with a 67-53 win over the number 7 Wofford Terriers. In the second round of the tournament, Elon lost in a tough game to number 2 seed Sanford 57-38.
Tournament time is an exciting time, and that's when you just bring it comes all together. And I think every game that we've played this year, was to prepare us for the tournament time. And I think that the kids were out for revenge and wanted to win the first game, and so we had a lot of fun doing that. Played with a lot of energy, and even when they tried to come back second half, the group would not allow them to even get in the game. So it was an exciting victory for us.
Well, I think we started off good. We went into halftime tied, and we kept telling ourselves, win the second half, win the second half. We've done it before, we can do it again. But in the second half, we hit a period where scoring was lacking, and they kind of went on a run, and I don't know, it just felt sometimes that they just sucked the energy out of us, which is kind of hard to do with this team. But I think we had it in the back of our minds that we were going to make this comeback. We always knew that we could do it, but it was like we wanted to, we knew we were going to. And then, you look up 7 minutes, and then you look up 4 minutes, and you're like, we have 2 minutes, and we're still down 8. And then you have to start fouling, and it gets ugly.
We had a lot of players step up, and I was very proud of the group. I was excited for Tiffany and Ursula, who were our 2 seniors this year, really just stepped up and just, finished strong. Helped us through games when it was tight, and we won games where last year we were in games where we couldn't, pull it off. They helped us pull off victories this year. So those close games were our games this year. And so I was excited for them and their leadership down the stretch. And then I was excited for our freshmen, because they didn't play like freshmen. You look at Allie Ford, who ended up being on the all-freshman team, freshman of the year, and all-conference. First time ever since 1996 that a freshman's been on an all-conference team. I felt like she was our go-to player, and in clutch situations, she really came through for us with scoring. And then you look at Kelsey Evans, who was top in the conference in rebounding. I mean, she really did a good job for us as far as, you know, just setting the tempo of how physical we're going to be. And then she became a scorer down the stretch. So I thought she was very consistent for us. And then you look at Alicia Hairston, who's another freshman this year, who led in all categories as a freshman. So there's a lot of promise, you know, as far as the future and what we have to offer next year.